Libra, I love that for you. You might feel like you want to clean your schedule, you want to get organized again, getting into the cycle, get life back on track. Put that self care routine again in the morning, and that you kept saying that I will do that from tomorrow, I will do that from tomorrow. This new moon in Pisces on 27, 28 of February is in your sixth house, which is the habits, the routines, and it is like, get my life back on track again. But there is but. Jupiter is squaring from the ninth house, which is the travel, higher version of yourself, higher learning, belief system. So it might be that the routines you have, the daily routines, the lifestyle you have is actually out of sync with the version of yourself that you see here in the future. And you might feel like, I want to be that future person, but also I want to binge watch still that season, next season, and so on. So it seems like there is something out of sync. So you might, how it might show up during this new moon, and it is only a couple of days. This is super emotional energy, dreamy energy as well. um People might be crossing boundaries, people around you might be also super emotional. But how it might show up for you, it might be like you're like, okay, from tomorrow I am changing the routines, I am back on track with my exercises, and I am starting to eat clean, but you will struggle to stick to them. And that's the Pisces energy as well. It might be that you have that future version of yourself, like you know what you need to do, but you are not doing that. So your daily routines are out of sync. Like it doesn't look like a routine of a billionaire or millionaire, right? That you see yourself in the future, for example. It might be also like your wake up call, that something pop up that gives you information about your wealth, health, stress levels, and so on. Um, and you might want to learn something new, learn some new skill in the ninth house, but you might struggle to actually find the time for it with all the routines that you have. So, how to actually handle that energy, how to work with that energy? Start small. Do not put everything, like do not change everything at once. Like start with one thing at a time. If that's eating, that's eating. If that's exercising, that's exercising. Start small. Start from 2 3 exercises a week, or a very short one, like for example yoga with Adrienne, 15 minutes every day. So you squeeze that and you make time for it, but you need to prioritize and find that balance. And if your body is giving you signals, because it's sixth house, so it might be that your body will give you signals that you need to take care of something, then listen to them. And make that time for your personal growth, for learning that new skill that is calling you and needs a little bit more structure. And do not overwhelm yourself with unrealistic routines. I mean, what I've done in the past, I was like, okay, I was doing my calendar. 6:30, I am waking up. I am doing yoga. Then in 30 minutes, I am drinking my coffee. Then I am eating my breakfast. 30 minutes as well. Going to shower. After shower, I am having meetings and so on. And what I could do out of all of that I put in my calendar was maybe one thing, because I need time with my coffee. That is also my way of meditation. I am sitting down with my coffee, calming my mind, and so on. So I actually need more than 15 minutes. Also, you need to remember that you need to prepare that breakfast, you need to prepare that coffee, you need to get into those clothes before you do yoga. for example. So it was completely unrealistic. And that is something that you might, right now, with that energy of the new moon, you might be drawn into, like, no breaks in between. Like, I'm just finishing yoga and already doing something different. No, it's not realistic. So be honest with yourself. If you do not like to do yoga at 6:30, or you do not want to wake up at this time, wake up an hour later if you can. Of course, I know you work, we all have our obligations, but like, work around that, but still be realistic. Not like, I am waking up at 5:30, but then I am getting only 3 hours or 5 hours of sleep. No, balance it, okay? And don't ignore that health, don't ignore that stress, because then it is ending up with diseases, and I know something about that. And don't let that someday, like, maybe tomorrow I will start that tomorrow. We are all guilty, we are all doing that, but don't stop that to take that action. Also, this is not super good time to manifest, and it is not good time to, like, take big decisions, take big risks. It's not a good time for that. It is not a good time for super big pivots in your life. So if you are feeling that push to get your life back on track, and you are also dreaming about that higher version of yourself, of course, and the bigger things, and you know that you are meant for bigger things, find a way to balance it. So start with one thing, start with something small that you can build that trust with yourself. Like, doing something small every day, it will build your trust to yourself, and you will start to respect yourself more, and it will be easier to build upon it. So, structure plus that dreams, that inspiration, it will be a success for you. I wish you a good new moon.